Hey, nice. Okay. I, I don't think I have. Guys, stop. Test. Hey. Okay, perfect. Okay, just making sure I have sound, which because I cannot hear it, which makes sense. Okay, so this is a little bit different, but I'm getting prepared for a couple new cross stitches, so I figured might as well just come on and do do at least some of it here. So I here's the black Aida for just making sure this isn't okay. Okay, so here's the black Aida. We're probably not going to use that because it whited that out really bad. And then here is the white Aida, and just seeing how that does it. And that darkens it, doesn't it? Anyway, so yeah, this big thing is for the steampunk Christmas fairy, and this is for the oh my gosh, the winter trees scene at night. So I have this morning I washed both of these because they were really creased. So I washed both of them, I ironed both of them, and I hung them up to dry. They are now dry. Um, so the next thing I got to do is I have to serge. I got to serge these ends that are not serged yet. So figured I'd get on and do that because this is going to take me a while. So I figured I'd do at least a little bit of it with you guys. Um, hey, there we go. I have no idea why it did that. Hmm. Okay. Anyway, so this was as you could probably tell, this was very impromptu. I was just like I I basically have everything done for the day. Um So I'm like, I might as well just, start serging these because it's going to take a while. And I'm like, I might as well just start a live and see if anyone wants to join. Um, I usually, especially for smaller projects, I usually do not serge the edge just because I'm lazy. But I'm usually pretty good at not having my oh my gosh, what is my edges fray. I'm pretty good at not having my edges fray on me while working, especially if it's a small project. But these bigger ones, yeah, especially because they're going in and out of frames a lot. They need to be serged. Okay, so we'll use this green so I can see what I'm doing and so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. And I'll try to keep looking back to see if anyone A shows up and B says something. Okay, so I'm gonna use this is just I think it's DMC. I think it came in a kit, so I'm not actually sure if it's DMC or not. But this is thread I have had for a very, 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 very long time. And so this is usually the thread I use for practicing, or anything like that. So I'm not using my good thread, like my brand new thread, I should say. So I'm just trying to find. Okay, just trying to find a piece. Okay, that works. Okay, we'll start with that. Okay, so I use just one piece, not doubled over, just one straight piece. And let's see. I think this one would be good. Yeah. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. And so I can not have to worry about this sliding off. And so I can use as much of it as possible. I'm going to tie it on here. So how we do that is come up here. Just making sure you guys can see. Not really. Not really. Anyway, so you just fold it over and make a loop like you're going to do a loop start. And you put that loop through the eye of the needle. And then you take your needle and you go through the loop. And then you pull on the ends to cinch it onto the needle. And that effectively ties it to the needle without, making it um a pain to get off because it's just a slip knot basically. So that is now on, and I can use basically the whole length. And I'm going to try and use this black one because it'll just be easier to see too. Okay. Oh, and almost forgot because I'm not used to you doing it because cross stitchers don't use knots. So I'm just going to make a knot. That did not work. I'm going to just make a knot in my floss here at the end. Oopsie, come on. I'm gonna wrap this. Usually you only have to wrap it like 3 times, but I'm gonna wrap it a few more times so I can get a pretty beefy knot. There we go, that's better. Okay, so for serging, I I don't go on the very, very edge. So I leave 3 inches. And I do apologize if you hear my dogs outside, they're playing. Um, they're very loud while they're playing. I leave 3 inches around my pattern, my image. So I have a little bit of room to play um on the edge. So especially because I am not the best at cutting straight. so so I tend to oh my gosh. I tend to give myself more room than less. So so I go in if I can find, give me just a second. Oh no. Where are my glasses? Oh no. Shoot, I don't know where my glasses are. Okay, that's fine. We're doing it live. Okay. So I don't go on the very edge. I don't go on the very, very, very edge. Because it's gonna pull right out. I go in and I find my lowest point and I go to the second one underneath the top hole. So you have the top hole, which is like right next to the edge, and then you have the second one. That's the one I go into. And so, but down here, that means it's going to be the third hole because this is low, this part is lower than this, so I have to go a little bit lower here to make it even. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna go I'm gonna go 3 down. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm 3 down in each direction in the corner, and I'm just gonna pull that through until we hit the knot. And from here, you can do a few different things. You can just go in a circle basically, and just every 4 or so stitches, you can just keep going, and you'll get a helix kind of spiral pattern. That's fine. That's fine. I do the blanket stitch because I just think it's more secure. So the blanket stitch, and I'll link to some really good um tutorials um after the stream. But oh my gosh, I really wish I could get my CPAP. I'm so tired. Okay, so we're coming out. Whoa, we're coming out this way. There's our hole. There's our knot. Here's this. Okay. And so I'm going to go in from the back, and I go, this is so hard to see with the black Aida, but I go about four holes apart, and I'm going to pull that through. And before I pull that all the way through, I'm going to come back and I'm going to put my needle through that loop that's forming. And then I'm going to pull. Now, with the blanket, what really happens is when you continue it. So that's the first one, and then we go about 4 away again. I'm going to put this on the other underside so it'll catch it. Or you can go through the loop like we did the first time. And then we're going to pull. And that's the blanket stitch. It creates a little lip around. Let me see if I can get it too. Hey, there we go. So that's the blanket stitch. And it creates a little, not only does it, create a weave around it, it also creates this nice unbroken line around it. And I can show you, I mean, this might be hard to see because it's white on white, but hopefully you can see. Let me get it. Hopefully you can see that white the white string on the white fabric well enough. But you can see how it just creates this line. And so you're basically outlining, or I'm basically outlining my piece, my piece, with string, and I think it holds better. I think it protects the edges better because you're literally putting something on the edge to stop it from fraying. So I think, it's better. You don't have to be too. I'm going to go back and do this one again because I went down too low. You don't have to be too particular with it, too picky about it. If you go one low or one high, it's fine. But try to keep it even. And also, of course, don't go too low or too high so that you're running into. Stop it. Don't go too high or too low so you're either running off the Aida or into your pattern. Stop. Oh my gosh. I swear every time I start a live, Bruno gets really he's like, yes, time to play. Every time. It's like, stop. So, and this is just what I'm going to do for the next several hours. um because not only do I have this one to do, I have the white one to do, and the white one is bigger. Let me go down a little bit more. There we go. So, yeah. And you don't have to use green, you can use black if you wanted. Obviously, this will not be seen. This is literally just to hold the edge in place while I work on this. So this will be cut away when I frame it. This is literally just to keep the edge from fraying, which it already is, because I washed it and ironed it. You don't have to do that. I usually don't. I usually do not wash my Aida before using it. But oh, sorry. Let me see. Let me put you down a tad. I usually do not wash. Okay, we'll try that. I usually do not wash my Aida before I use it, but this Aida was very wrinkly and very creased. Both of these, the black and the white. So I felt it was just better just to wash and press um before using because they were very wrinkly and I did not want to be stitching on wrinkly Aida, you know, because I want my stitches to be nice. Eh, so, but yeah, that's about it. So, hi. Hope hope everyone is doing well. I have not, but guys, stop barking, please. Oh, these dogs, I swear. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, but tell me what you're stitching on. Tell me, or are you studying or cleaning or I love lives because I just put them on. I just put them on and I just do what I need to do. I clean or I study or I stitch. I do a whole bunch of stuff. I just, with the ADHD and the autism, I find it easier to do things when people are around. It's called body doubling. And I'm lucky enough that I can do virtual body doubling. So as long as I know that person is like actually really there and it's not a recording, well for me. So, which I'll take it. So I figured I'd do the same for someone else because I'm sure I'm not the only one. I do apologize for my um I'm not using just my webcam. I'm using a software to stream through and apparently it's having a little bit of issues. So I do apologize if this is not the greatest stream. This is my first time using this setup, so I'm gonna have to rewatch this and see how it goes. But yeah, so it is November 4th. It's November 4th, and my birthday is in 4 days. So that's a thing. I'm gonna be 40. No, I'm not. That's a lie. I'm gonna be 39. One year closer to 40, believe it or not. I can't believe it. I really can't. Um, but yeah. Oh my gosh, these dogs are driving me nuts today. But it's been a pretty good day. I've gotten quite a bit done. I was just doing dishes, was listening to YouTube, and then I'm like, I need to serge these before I start these, and I want to start them soon. Because like I'm having fun with the ones I'm doing, but I really want to I really want to start these two. And the black one won't be started till I'm saving the black one till November. Or sorry, not November. December. I might start it early. I don't know. I haven't decided, but my original goal was to start it like December 1st, but we'll see. But I'm going to get these both serged. What is he doing? Okay. My dog is flipping something around. Um, I'm going to get these both serged today, and then I'm going to start I got to get the floss all managed too for that. But I'm going to start the big white one over here, which is the steampunk Christmas fairy one. I'm so excited to try that one. I cannot wait. So you're probably gonna see my dog in the lower right hand corner. Maybe. Oh, or not. Okay. I thought you might have seen his tail. So yeah, all that's about it for me. As you can see, it goes pretty fast. I'm just about halfway through the first side, and it's only been what? Well, it's been 26 minutes, but I've been talking and setting up and blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna say what, 10 minutes maybe, 15 minutes? So it doesn't take very long at all to do this. And like I said, I only serge the big pieces because they take me so long to do. If it's just a tiny piece where if I'm gonna finish, if, if I think I can finish a cross stitch in like about a month, I won't serge it. Or if it's something that I'm not going to take on and off the frame a lot or out, in and out of the frame a lot. If it's just going to live in the frame until it's done, then I usually don't serge it that way either. Um, hmm. Sorry, I hear my dog on the other side, outside. My dog is losing his lunch right now for some reason. So this might be a shorter live than I thought. The other one lost his lunch this morning, and I don't know why. Bruno, you okay, Bubba? Hi, Luca. Where's your brother? Bruno, you okay? Bruno. Bruno. Hey, Bruno, come. There you are. Hi, you okay? Where are you? Are you okay? Did you lose your lunch, huh? I'm sorry. All right, give me a minute. Let me finish this side and then I'll stop. That'll be probably less than an hour. Or most certainly less than an hour. What am I talking about? So anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna have a couple new starts come into the channel and I'm super excited. I when I started my first couple cross stitches like 6 months ago, I did not think 6 months later I would be prepping two more to start. But you know, things happen. Um, but I have really I've just fallen back in love with cross stitching pretty hard. So, um, even when I was cross stitching years ago, I did not have this many projects going at once. But for some odd reason, yeah, I have a lot of projects and looking to start even more. So it's kind of weird, but I like it. It's it gives me something to do. I don't really have I mean, I'm a crafter. I do a lot of crafting, but I don't have a lot of room to do that yet. So cross stitch is like my cross stitch is kind of my only craft right now because I don't really need too much room for it. Not like diamond painting where I need a whole table for that because, you know, I can't hold the diamond painting canvas while diamond painting. That would be hard. Um or duct tape. I used to do duct tape stuff. Duct tape. Guys. Jeez. I used to do duct tape, keychains and wallets and all this, all those sorts of things. Um, but once again, I need a table for that so I can set up my cutting board and all that. So I am so sorry about my dogs. They are just, I hear a door outside, and so do they. So, all right, I'm just gonna get to the end here. And you know, like every 4 holes, I'm not perfect. Like this is more than four, but that's probably 6 holes right there. I just try not to go, you know, like 4 holes and then 12. You know, I try not to leave too much room in between the stitches. Just because it'll hold better if they're not too far away from each other. And the tension will be nicer and the tension will be more even. So, but if you're a little, if you're one or two short or one or two long, you don't have to worry about it too much. It's not, this isn't going to be seen. This is just to protect the edge of the fabric from fraying. The only one who's going to see this is you and whoever frames your project. And possibly YouTube if you're a YouTuber. So 1, 2, 3. The only one I will count are the edges because I want to make sure I'm staying away from the edge an equal distance apart. And then on the corner, now I can just end this honestly, but on the corner, I'm going to go back through the same one I just went through. Come on. Or I'm sorry, not the same one. I'm going to go through the next one next to it. There we go. Kind of just to make a little corner, a little turn. I'm waiting for my computer to catch up. Hold on, because I want to make sure you guys can see this. Come on. Okay. How about this way then? Oh, I guess you could have seen that. That's okay though. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, there's like a good probably 10-second delay from between what I do and what I see. Hey, that's beautiful. Okay. So I make that little turn in the fabric on the corner and then I just continue on. Oops, come on. And I just continue on. So so that's how that's going to look. Wait, make sure you guys can see that. Which you can't. Go down. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get it down. Come on. There we go. Hold on. Let me get my hand out of the way. Like I said, there's like a 10-second delay, so come on. Come on. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. So you can see I've got that corner and then I just continue on. So, and then of course you just end it the way you would end um ending it doesn't matter how you do it as long as it's secure. Um so let me finish up this. Oof. Let me finish up this string here. Okay, good enough. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm going to go through that hole that I just came out of again. And I'm going to come back up a second time so that there's a double lock there. And then I will come underneath between the Aida and this green thread. I'll come underneath that, come back up through and pull one more time. So there's like there's like two different slip knots right there. And then I'm just going to take my scissors, cut relatively close, but not too close. And then this can just be cut off or pulled off, whichever way. I usually cut them just because it's a little bit easier than trying to pull them off. But that is how I serge. I hope I'll probably make another video, like a more traditional video where you can actually see what I'm doing. Um, but yeah, like I said, I knew it was going to take me a minute, so I just wanted to get on. And I thought I'd be on longer, but like I said, I heard my dog get sick out there, so I gotta A, go clean that up, but B, go check on him. So that's about it though. Thank you so much for joining. I really hope you enjoyed. Please give it a like. Please give me a like and a comment down below if you did. And subscribe for more videos. I hope to see you in the next one. Happy stitching.